Hello, world. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Marshawn Davis. I'm a screenwriter, producer, and also I'm the individual that love to see everybody smile and be happy. There's a story that's called Walk With Me. Very great inspirational story if you ask me. It's based off a true story which is a tribulation that happened in my life. But I wouldn't take none of it back because I wouldn't be the person that I am today, if that make any sense. But the story is called Walk With Me. Growing up at the age of 18, society always say by the time you're 18 or 21, you either end up in jail or dead. Well, I kind of fell victim to that statistic, which I didn't die, thank God, but I ended up in prison. I ended up in prison for something I did not do. Never said anything, so I guess they felt like, hey, he know more than what he's saying, so we'll put it on him. To make a long story short, I was sentenced to 35 years in prison, which was a consecutive sentence, 20 and 15. I ain't know what to do. I didn't even know how to start it. But as I kept going and maturing in that situation, I learned something that stuck with me. And what I learned was, if you don't have faith in nothing, then don't expect to receive anything. The more and more I started having faith, the more and more I started believing and seeing things manifest themselves. Truly. I carried a burden in my heart being incarcerated because I lost family. Great grandmother couldn't be there or anything, and it kind of deteriorated me a whole lot. I felt alone. Sometimes you want to get a letter and hear from somebody, and you just don't, and it makes you feel like nobody cares. So I understood that, in order to be motivated in this world, you got to motivate yourself first. You can't expect nobody else to do it. Because when they gone and you need it, who gonna give it to you? So I wrote myself a letter. I put it in the envelope and I sent it out with no going address, just a return address on it, which was gonna come back to me. Well, a few days rolled by, I forgot all about it. And then I heard my name get called for mail call one day, and they said, I opened it up, and it said, "Dear Marshawn, in spite of everything you always loved, in spite of your situations, you can overcome it. Man may say no, but when the higher power says yes, it's nothing they can do. If you take one step, he'll take two. If you have faith, you can achieve all things." From that very point on, I kind of smiled to myself and said, I'm finna come up out of here. I didn't know nothing about the law, but I knew that in order to get back in court, I need to know the law. And being ignorant to a situation only causes you damage, not the other individual. It always gives them a heads up on you, or a advantage over you. So I studied. I fell asleep with the books in my face, woke up with the book in my face. After a while, it kept going, and then I finally got myself in court. And when I got myself in court, it was 5 people that had to go to the same court. Well, all 4 of them got denied that day, and I was the last one to go in. And that judge told me, he said, "Young man, you know what? Your case sounds about right. Give me 30 to 90 days so I can overturn your sentence." I felt very rejoiceful in my heart knowing that my hard work paid off. Well, I waited on my response, and after I waited on that response, I got another letter. I finally got a letter in the mail, finally, but it wasn't a letter that I wanted. And the letter told me, it was from my sister, and she asked me, did I what was the judge's name that was on my case? And I told her, and she said that he passed away. He had a heart attack and died. So there again, I'm back at square one, trying to keep a hold to that faith. It was hard to keep a hold to it, knowing that everything is going totally opposite of what you were trying to achieve and what you're trying to see and happen. Getting my release, my freedom back, that was the first and foremost thing that I was after. Well, it took a couple of years for me to hear anything. I got denied every time I tried to do a final order or put some kind of petition. And then one day, the victim just happened to write me a letter and told me, if you need my help, please give me a call, because you have no business sitting in prison for something you did not do. I wanted to shed a tear seeing those words on that paper, but I knew then what brought those words on that paper. It was faith. So I gave the victim a call, and to make a long story short, the victim came. He visited me. We had a great time. We always shared the moments that we once had together. And then once the victims told me that, listen, we have to get a lawyer, and how we're going to do that. Whatever you decide to do, I'm with you. Well, I watched somebody that was harmed, which in my eyesight, and I felt like seeing that same person that I could have helped at the time when they was hurt, but by me panicking, I walked away, and seeing them in front of me trying to help me out was something I knew right then, that I got a purpose in this life. What I'm going to do with this purpose in life? Well, I'm here today to let you know that based on this true story, a young man by the name of Marshawn Davis went incarcerated when he was 18 years old. He had a 35-year sentence. Manifested and worked it hard, and he's back in society to do the right thing. So stay tuned with Walk With Me, a movie coming near you, a life story that can help the next man just make it through when there's no one there around. With all that said and done, y'all have a great day. See you soon.